Hello, it's Monday, May 15th, Direct Mail Monday. Let's get right to it. First, the rhino of the day is this really cool copper plate, copper rhino. That is pure copper. It says pure copper. Note, do not polish, wipe with clean cloth only. So it's so much copper, you're not supposed to polish it, which the reason I bring this up is because, oh my goodness, who knew? Maybe that's why you don't polish it. The rhino fell right off the thing. Luckily, it's on there with some kind of a glue. And he's right back on there, and I will mess with it later after the video. That'll teach me to take it off the shelf. Okay, so copper rhino in honor of Direct Mail Monday, because copper is what pennies are made of, and pennies is about all it still costs to send a piece of direct mail. It's less than $1, even if you include the paper and the printing and whatever. It's like $1 a piece. Get the thing out there ready to start making money. But you got to do it the right way. So I'm going to share some of the direct mail that's come into my mailbox in the past week since it was last Direct Mail Monday. So first we have this thing. Now here I'll illustrate a few issues here. This is from a pool cleaning supply company, and I'm seeing a lot of, it's very complex here. I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do, which is mistake number one. You want to be crystal clear in the action you want people to take, the response you want people to take. That's called direct response. You direct the response that they take directly as a result of something you're sending them, whether it's whatever way. The last W in the WOW strategy stands for the way that you're choosing to get your irresistible offer in front of your target who. And in this case, the way is a postcard, but you want to be crystal clear, and this is really all over the place. So I see here it says free labor if something or other, and then here's something about download an app and then you can play a video. So you'd have to download an app to play a video or something. Okay, learn something, which is watch Leslie's come to life. Okay, now again, the most thing this is suffering from is me-itis. Like, why do I care about Leslie coming to life? Leslie's Pool Supply. It's not my company. Why do I want to watch them come to life? Why do I care that they are since whatever year they've been around serving whoever for? Why do I care all about them and how many locations they have? Like, that's all great about them, but what about me? What about me? The only person I care about, and the only person that cares about anything you're sending them, no matter what way you choose to send it, is them. So then I see another confusing thing here. I see a baseball glove here, which catches my eye, but I'm looking around going, why the heck baseball glove? What's that got to do with anything? I'm a baseball fan. I got tickets to go see the beloved but hapless New York Mets play in Arizona here tomorrow. I'm all excited for that, but I see the glove. It gets my attention, but I don't know what the heck's going on. Then I happen to flip it over, and sure enough, there's a guy sitting in an inflated baseball glove. So no wonder that must be why they have the glove here. But that begs the question, what if people, this is the front, this is the back, but what if people are seeing the back first? It lands this side up in the mailbox. I take it out and I see this. So I was confused by that. Other issues of contention here is other issues I had is just on the front, just the fact their name is at the top, cardinal rule of mistake. Why do I care that their name of their company is up there? It ought to be down here after they use this space up here to get my attention and tell me some benefit that I would have. And I don't suggest you ever want to attract price shoppers. So if the biggest words on the thing and the big headline is all about big savings, like, sure, okay, I understand that people that do their own pool cleaning are looking to save money, but that's not the number one emotional reason they do it. Number one, there's an emotional reason behind why they want to save money. Do they want to seem smart? Do they want to put that towards a college fund? Do they want to take their wife out to dinner? Any of those reasons why they would want to save money, but we don't have time to get into all that. The point is, there's probably a more important reason that people would pay even a little more money for stuff if you solved an emotional problem. For instance, now we don't, of course, do our own pool stuff here. I wonder how many people in this whole neighborhood do. We have a pool guy, and we split it with our landlord. We're renting here, and we're new to the area, and we decided let's get the lay of the land here and rent out. We made a deal with the landlord. We're splitting it, so we pay $10 a week, and the guy comes. It'll be tomorrow. It comes every Tuesday, cleans the pool, includes any chemicals he puts in. I have a feeling that's a bigger savings than driving over to this place, even though it's close to home, and looking on the map for where to go. It's good that they included the map, but and then taking whatever time it is. But I think the number one issue that I talk to people that do their own pool is, or we're over there and they're like, I can't go in the pool. so-and-so, my husband messed up something with the chemicals. And so that might be a bigger something to talk about here. They're a foolproof system for 1, 2, 3 for measuring and getting the right chemicals in there, so you'll never have your kids be sick, or you'll never not be able to use your pool, or blah, 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 and not the big savings part. So big mistake. Another big mistake here is it says the deadline is having trouble with the mirror effect here. June 4th. It's May whatever. So this is middle of May. You're giving me like over 2 weeks of a deadline. That's too long. Okay, this is going to get, I might, if I was even interested, I might say, yeah, let's check that out sometime. It goes in the pile, and where is that? I forgot all about it because I'm going to get a load of mail tomorrow. Well, not a load. Business owners aren't smart enough to use direct mail as much as they should anymore. But I'm going to get some mail tomorrow, and emails and phone calls and text messages and whatever else is coming in, and I'm likely to forget about this. So you wanted me to take action right away. So you can say it's only valid, till the end of the week. I mean, you're local, right? So if you're dropping this on a Monday and it arrives in their mailbox on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, you can tell them they got to take action by Friday. If they miss it, you're going to have another promotion next week or two anyway. So that's just a little to say about that one. Here's another postcard. Who's here? Marco. Man, great seeing you, man. How you been? Vishal from halfway around the world. Great. Yeah, I'm glad you're learning, Vishal. You can learn a lot more if you let me help you out sometime, but we've miscommunicated there on the help. Here's another one. I like this one. And this, Marco, it's interesting you're here because this one has to do with real estate. How'd you know, Marco? Perfect timing. This is a real estate related. Marco is one of the sharpest real estate experts in the world. And this is about if we wanted to become a home buyer. So the smart thing is here, they got some kind of a list that they know we're renting because it is made out to future homeowner. So very smart. This is not saying, do you want to sell the place? It's recognizing who we are. We're renters and saying, hey, you know what? If you want to buy a place, we will give you lower closing costs and more money in your pocket because 40% of our commission is directed to you. This is getting to their irresistible offer, the O part of the WOW strategy. And the big headline, want $3,600. Got my attention. Do I want $3,600? Sounds good. So let me see what I got to do. Well, first I got to buy a place. So, obviously, that's not something we're doing right now, so now it fell by the wayside, but certain percentage of renters every year buy a place. So for a certain percentage of people, anyone looking to buy a place, I have a feeling this might really be a good icebreaker. Want $3,600, we're different, okay? Let's do something different. The two of us will do something different. We will give you back 40% of our commission directed to you. So I like that. I would have also liked something to let me respond to them, even though right now I'm not ready to buy. The only thing they have here is call. They could have here a free report titled The 5 Biggest Mistakes Renters Make When They First Look to Buy a Home, or something like that. That would get me to respond, get me on their list. And then when we're ready to buy, they would have been now communicating with me and send me their newsletters every month and whatever, now likely to call them. Otherwise, I'm extremely likely, in fact, I'd say it's close to 100% probability that I completely forget whoever these people are by the time we're looking to buy a place. And speaking of newsletters, got a couple of newsletters this week. I got a bunch, but here's one that I commend anybody smart enough to send out a print newsletter in the mail. It can be as simple as this. It's one piece of paper, 8.5 by 17 in the U.S., folded into what becomes a 4-page newsletter. So I commend this person. The mistake of this one that I see, you don't want to do this. The newsletter, again, it suffers from, like the postcard earlier with the pool guy, it's me-itis. This is all about him and what he does. He reduces taxes, and so it's all about financial planning and whatever, and then everything is all about, peace of mind from financial planning, and create your own bank, and did your CPA do such and such, and then he's got a legal thing about it. Now, I do commend a few things here. He's got the picture of the family on here. Very cool. That connection as a person, to me, that's something I'm looking for. Everyone's looking to do business with people, even if you're selling to Fortune 100 corporations. You're getting in touch with a person, and people like to do business with people. Think about it yourself. You like to do business with a person. You don't appreciate when a big company or anybody treats you like a number or impersonally. Don't do it to other people. So he's got a little about him, which is cool, and how to connect with him and where he's been seen on. So good expert positioning. The thing is, this is fairly unreadable to me because I am not completely interested in everything there is to do with the topic like this guy is. You, naturally, are very interested in whatever your own subject is. your readers, maybe not so. And the thing is, I'm going to take it with a grain of salt that maybe I would be a little bit more likely to respond to this more favorably if I had asked for the newsletter, but he sent it to me unsolicited and said, check this out and show it to your clients, help them make money or whatever it was. So now I take it back a little bit. If I had respondents that I want your wealth building tips in your newsletter, maybe I'd want a little bit. But over time, it's been shown that people are going to open your newsletter. They'll open the first one, maybe even the second one, but they'll open more over time if there's more to it than just about the topic. So an accountant sending out everything about accounting, dentist, everything's about dentist, chiropractor, everything's about your back and your this and your that. Throw in something. So here's an example of one that I got from a big company, which usually doesn't do as smart things as entrepreneurs. This is the local electric company, I think. And so their local electric company little newsletter comes in with the bill and says, here's some tips for electric on the front, blah, 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 like I care, but on the back, very smart thing. They've got some general tips, what to do around the pool. And here's a free DVD about learning CPS. So there's an irresistible offer in here. Oh, which reminds me. So I like the fact that on the back here, it's not about the electric. It's about the pool. Something interesting which might get me to open it every month going, oh, I wonder what interesting tip they're going to give me this month. Instead of somebody talking about only, in this case, financial planning, it's like, all right, more financial planning this month. I'm not excited to open it and to see what is he going to tell me. What I really like about this one is here, the irresistible offer. Get your free book. Now, the title is confusing. It's tough to see there, but the title is Insider Secrets, which I like, to increasing your profits by 15% profits. So that's a book cover. I mean, is that really the title, or is that a typo? Like, to increasing your profits by 15% profits? So I like the offer of the free book. And where to go? It directs the response right there. Go to this website / the free book offer or whatever. I really, really like that. Great job. And last thing I'll share is I got my RSVP packet in the mail. Now I had a member, a client up in the Chicago area where I ran a Chicagoland's Sharpest Entrepreneurs for about 6 years and had hundreds of members, and one of them was the owner of the local RSVP Chicago franchise. They're evidently in almost all the states around the country. And what it is, it's like a Clipper coupon mailing, which I showed, I think, in the last Direct Mail Monday or a couple of weeks ago. Only this only goes to affluent homes, affluent areas. So I think the list, if this person told me correctly, it had something to do with income plus the value of the property. So we're renting here, but it's a nice neighborhood. We passed the value of the property. I'm sure we passed whatever the heck income denotes somebody making a lot of money. And so this comes, and it's smart to mail it in a clear plastic wrapper. And I don't know if they do it on purpose, but you would want to put something really intriguing that I can see on both sides. Reminds me of when I was a kid, am I dating myself? Baseball cards. We used to buy them in the store, and you can get the packs that had the bubble gum, and they were like all opaque, and like you couldn't see in there. But the ones that had the clear plastic, and you could see the card, if you saw some card you wanted, Tom Seaver, I'm a Mets fan, like whoever your favorite player is or some great man, you had to buy that pack. So very cool. To get me to open this, you might want to have something cool. They do not, I don't think. They're having something, I don't have time to look at it too much in detail, but this one doesn't at all. And so the thing is, very smart that this goes only to affluent people. So it should be positioning things that affluent people would want. And I'll give you a hint. The number one thing affluent people are not interested in, the number one thing is not price. Okay, we're not price shoppers. We're looking for all kinds of other things, and it's a subject for another video. But these should not be only like a Clipper coupon would be, all about price, 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 price. So if I look at these, they seem to all be similar, that they're printed in black and white on one side and then full color on the other. And I got a deck of about, I don't know, 30 or 40 of these, so I can go through these, and whatever it is I'm looking to buy, I might see something, 70% off something, $27 on something, $50 something or whatever. Buy one, get one free. So this is a great way to get your irresistible offers for affluent items, goods, services into affluent homes, the RSVP program. And they're nice card stock, and they're classier than getting the old, money mailer discount, $2 off of Burger King. I don't think I'm going to see that here. In fact, I can guarantee, I shouldn't guarantee it, but I would think there's not really much of a chance that I'm going to see a $2 Whopper in here. Okay, which tells me that I'm in the right place, that this is for me. So this is something, look at that, $1,500 cash rebate. You know, that sounds good depending on what it is. So showing good photos of affluent homes should be in here, and offers that talk about things that luxury buyers are interested in. Big ticket luxury buyers, which is different than price shoppers and your average buyer. Again, that's a subject for another video. But that's a little bit about my what's hit my mailbox in the last week. Feel free to send me anything if you use direct mail. Put me on your list, and maybe I'll give you some free publicity here. That's it for Direct Mail Monday. Thanks to Bishal. Thanks to Marco for being here live, and anyone watching on the replay. I'll be back again tomorrow with, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is, I don't even remember what it is technically, but I'll look it up. Oh, we have somebody here who's doing some work in the kitchen. Is telling me tomorrow's Tuesday. 16. I appreciate that. And he's even telling me the date. But I will still look for what it actually is here. So hang on a sec. As if you care, you're tuning in anyway. It's called Topical Tuesday. So I'll be back again tomorrow for Topical Tuesday. Thanks for being here today, and I will see you then. Yes, sir. What can I do?